I request Mr. Tanay Kudale to present his research paper on the impact of technology on performance analysis in sports.
Good morning. So the research paper topic is the impact of technology in performance analysis in sports. So here we go with the abstract. The impact of technology in performance analysis in sports has been significant in recent years. The use of technology also helps to provide more accurate and objective performance assessments. It is used to improve decision making in sports. This research paper aims to explore the various ways in which technology is being used to improve performance analysis in sports, the benefits and the limitations of these methods. Here goes the introduction part of the research paper. The world of sports has been revolutionized by technology in recent years. With the advent of variable technology, advanced data analytics tools, and new technologies. The literature review for the research paper is as follows. The use of technology in sports performance analysis has been the subject of much research in recent years, with numerous studies exploring the benefits and limitations of these methods. Another important area of research has been the use of data analytics in sports performance analysis. The discussion part of the research paper goes in the following ways. The discussion section would provide a deeper interpretation of the results, exploring the implications of the findings and placing them in the context of the broader literature. The conclusion provides us that the broader implications of this research section should be concise and clearly articulate. The key contribution of the study to the field of sports performance analysis outlines some of the key components of a conclusion section for this type of research. Here are some of the references regarding the topic research paper. Okay. Thank you.
I request Ms. Nidhi Singh to present her research paper on natural language processing.
Hello everyone, I am Nidhi Singh. I study in TYBSc IT at KLE College Kalamboli. As we all know, today is International Conference, Recent Advancement and Exploring in Computer Application. So my topic is Natural Language Processing. Content. Let's start with abstract. The study of human language is the objective of the interdisciplinary science of natural language processing. Natural language processing are spoken and written with text and speech serving as the primary medium for both. Now introduction. NLP is the branch of computer science focused on developing system that allows computer to communicate with people using everyday language. Natural language processing is related to human-computer interaction. Natural language processing is the subfield of artificial intelligence devoted to making computer understand. There is some application of natural language processing. First is natural translation, smart assistants, online research, predicted chatbots, email filtering, etc. Text-based application, searching for a certain topic in a database. Dialogue-based application, answering system, services provided over a telephone. Now, conclusion. Natural language processing is the practice of teaching machines to understand the interrupt conversational inputs from humans. Natural language processing based on machines learning can be used to establish communication channels between humans and machines. There are some references. Thank you.
I request Mr. Roda Dhoba to present his research paper on threats to privacy security in cloud computing.
Today I would like to share with you threats to privacy and security and their solution in cloud computing. Introductions. Delivery of computing service including servers to store, manage, and applications over the internet. Types of cloud: public, private, hybrid, and community. There are several advantages of cloud computing like scalability, cost saving, accessibility, reliability, and security. There are many disadvantages in cloud computing like dependency on internet, limited control, and technical issues. Overview of privacy and security risk in cloud. Privacy and security in cloud. Data breaches, data loss, insider threats, regulatory complaints, and shared resources. Security measures implemented by cloud service provider. Cloud service provider provides access control, encryption, and security monitoring and physical security, data security in cloud computing. Security measures, encryption. Data should be end-to-end encrypted, access control, using strong password, two-factor authentication, limited access to sensitive data, backup and recovery. Should we recover any kind of disaster, network security, firewall and institution verification system can be used. Regular monitoring of cloud on regular basis. Vendor selection, choosing best cloud provider by examining their services. Best practices for privacy and security. Guidelines, understanding the risk, choose a trusted cloud service provider, implement a strong access control, encrypt data, monitor for security, develop a security policy. And there was a security awareness training like social engineering, which password security, data protection, physical security, and incident reporting are the most important things. Conclusion: to prevent risk, cloud service provider as well as client should be aware of all knowledge about latest technology. Using best practice procedure, we can reduce the risk of security. Overall implementation of security, we can adopt cloud computing security securely and get benefit of it. Thank you.
I request Mr. Vivek Kumar to present his research paper on footprinting in cybersecurity.
Good afternoon, all of you. My name is Vivek Kumar. I am going to represent of research paper of footprinting in a cybersecurity. Footprinting is one of the ethical hacking tools. Help many organizations and opinions to analyze and detect their network loopholes of security branch. Footprinting is one of the approachable tools of hacker to reach them close to target area and get the target information of cyber attacks. An ethical hacking technology used to gather much data as possible about a specific target computer system. Important of footprinting tools. Some of the common tools used of footprinting and information gathering are allows. Who is NS lookup, super scan, nmap, and CP view. Who is every connected computer on of the network is assigned a unique address, or also known as IP address, allowing computer to locate and communicate with one another easily. NS lookup. NS lookup is a tools include any in many opportunity system of can look up IP address and perform other research and DNS domains and server. Same Ascent. It is a tools that are used on all version of Windows OS starting for Windows 95, and it help in doing a lot of information about the target system. Conclusion: and data that a program can find out about the target can help in organizable proof of potential vector and focusing in universe of possible weakness. Answering the question, what is the meant by footprinting, was the certain point of article. Thank you.
Now I would like to call Rajendra Patil from FYBACIT to present his paper on network security. Over to you, Rajendra.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Rajendra Patil. I am studying in FELICITATION. I will share topic research paper on network security. So today I will tell to introduction of network security, organization network and network-based infrastructure originate from inside. USCRT in the recent study has predicted that malicious internal users deploy rootkits, carry out identity thefts, use spyware, and gain authorized access. The world is filled with exciting technologies and ideas. Scientists build machines to avoid human intervention in completing work. It is highly challenging to complete the task without artificial intelligence, even AI technology intervention. With changes in technology landscapes, the insider that are rising at that alarming rate. Most of insider threats are far more sophisticated and are difficult to catch. As attack is carried out with inside knowledge, it is generally very expensive for the organization to catch these types of attacks. Thank you.
I request Mr. Anmol Kakade to present his research paper on artificial intelligence and machine learning.
Good afternoon. My name is Anmol Kakade from FIBCIT and my research paper topic is Artificial Intelligence and Machine Learning Overview. I have chosen this topic to spotlight one of the most technological trends these days known as AI. Therefore, I will discuss some of the most important aspects related to AI in which it will help in better understanding of artificial intelligence. In this paper, we will also discuss some of the algorithms used in AI systems. Artificial intelligence, otherwise known as AI, it is the development and the theory of some computer systems which are able to undertake certain tasks which will normally need the intelligence of humans. Good examples of these technologies that fall under AI are augmented reality, virtual assistants, and robots. Machine learning, an application of artificial intelligence that gives machine the ability to learn and improve without the help of humans or new programming. Thank you.
Now I would like to call Aish Kumar Pal from FIBCIT to present his paper on human computer interaction for development through NLP techniques. Over to you, Aish Kumar.
Good Good afternoon, all of you. I am Ayush Kumar Pal. I am presenting the topic of human-computer interaction for development through natural language processing techniques. First part is the introduction. That is, human-computer interaction is a field of uh, with design, evaluation, and implementation of interactive computing systems for human use. Natural language processing is a branch of AI that deals with the interaction between computers and human language. When it comes to development, HCI and NLP can be combined to create powerful tools that enable people to interact with technology in more natural and innovative way. A overview of NLP in human-computer interaction. There is four types, that is text processing, POS tagging, name entity recognition, sentiment analysis. In text processing, the raw text data is pre-processed to remove unnecessary information and convert the text into format that is suitable for analysis. This includes tasks such as tokenization, stemming, and stop word removal. In POS tagging, the word in sentence which corresponding part of space such as noun, verb, and adjectives. POS tagging is essential for many NLP applications such as text classifications or sentiment analysis. Name entity recognition. This involves identifying and classifying name entities in the text such as people, organizations, or locations. NER is important for many applications such as information extractions or search engines. In sentiment analysis, the analyzing the emotions and opinions expressed in text, sentiments analysis can be used to gauge public opinion on particular topic. identify customer feedback, or monitor social media for brand mentions. In this, many of the challenges are there, such as ambiguity, variability, data availability, privacy concerns, and bias. In ambiguity, natural language is inherently ambiguous, and it can be difficult to computers to understand the intended meaning of particular sentence. This can make it challenging to design NLP-based interfaces that are both initiative. And invariability, NLP can vary widely between different speakers, dialects, and contexts. This variability can make it difficult to NLP. And in data availability, the NLP models typically require large amounts of training data to achieve high levels of accuracy. However, collecting and labeling such data can be expensive and time consuming. In privacy concerns, NLP often requires access to large amounts of personal data. In bias, this can lead to inaccurate or unfair results, particularly in areas such as sentiments analysis or machine translations. Uh, there is a future of human-computer interactions, such as voice-guided user interfaces. In this, voice interaction is going to way beyond setting appointments and surfing the web. It's predicted that in the next 5 years, adoption rate is uh, will be over 80%, in which virtual augmented reality, that is called VR, in this landscape is going to look at lot more interesting in the next decade with Facebook, now Meta's purchase of Oculus and Microsoft entering the VR arena with HoloLens. The competition is really starting to heat up. Also, there is a wearables. The Apple Watch has already introduced some really unique interactions like digital crown and the ability to view another person's pulse. In the coming decade, this device will become cheaper, more functional, and less dependent on a phone, which will turn it make them far more adaptable. The conclusion is overall the combinations of HCI and NLP can be a powerful tool for development, enabling people to interact with technology in a way that feels natural and intuitive, and improving communications and understanding between people who speak different languages. Thank you, all of you.
Now I request Mr. Sajul Patel to present his research paper on comprehensive overview of machine learning.
Good morning, myself Rajendra Patil from TY BSc I'll be explaining my topic, which is a comprehensive overview of machine learning techniques, applications, and challenges. My co-author is myself, and my author is Sayma Natekar. Introduction to my first slide is machine learning is a subfield artificial intelligence that involves the development of an algorithm and statistical models that enable the computers to learn from data and improve their performance in the specific task over without being expected programs. Literature review. The article should be clearly evaluated with the synthesized threads, themes, which I'll say which will cover the theme and threads and gaps. Literature finally it review should conclude and summary and finding the implication. Further research topics of machine learning reviews includes algorithm application and evaluation methods, which are ethically consideration in machine learning algorithm. A discussion to it, while all AI has a potential to revolutionize many industries and improvisation life, there are also concern about their impact on society. AI has made a significant advancement in the recent years, and particularly in areas such as computer vision, natural language processing, learning. As we continue to explore the potential of AI, it is an important that consider the implementation of this technology and work to ensure that it is used in many beneficial way in the society. Conclusion to my point is it should be have providing recommendations for the futuristic research that studies address in a machine learning algorithm and AI-based module, which have the background of robotics and every IT field. The conclusion should provide a clear, convenient summary and research is significant for the field of machine learning. Next slide will move to reference. Hence, the general format of a reference to research paper in this field, machine learning. There are few links given below in machine learning, which we have the reference and which we can gain more knowledge to it. Thank you.
Now I would like to call Amisha Moite from FIBSCIT to present her paper on overview of artificial intelligence. Over to you, Amisha.
Good afternoon. My name is Amisha Mohite. I'm going to represent the research paper on artificial intelligence. Abstract. The application of machine learning and artificial intelligence has become popular within the last decade. Both terms are frequently used in science and media, sometimes interchangeable, sometimes with different meanings in the work. We aim to clarify the relationship between these terms and in particular to specify the contribution of machine learning to artificial intelligence. We review relevant literature and represent a, a conceptual framework which clarifies the role of machine learning to build uh, artificial intelligence agents. Hence, we seek to provide more terminological clarity and a starting point for interdisciplinary discussion and future research. Keywords use of analysis, awareness, cognitive, collaborative, network, artificial. Introduction. In this US Senate hearing in April 2018, Mark Zuckerberg states the necessary capability of Facebook as AI tools to identify hate speech or territories. Propaganda researchers would typically describe such tasks of identify specific instances with social media platform as classification tasks within the field of supervised. However, with rising popularity of artificial intelligence, overview of AI, machine or software intelligence, of referred to as artificial intelligence, preview, analysis, react intelligence. Artificial intelligence is a subject of computer science that is rapidly gaining popularity since it has improved human existence in a variety of ways. Artificial intelligence has substantially enhanced the performance of manufacturing and survey system during the previous 2 decades. Work of AI. AI is frequently misplaced on a island with robots and self-driving cars, according to popular belief. This method, however, overlooks one of artificial intelligence most important practical applications: analyzing the most massive volume of that of data created every day. Inside gathering and job automatic may be done at previously inconceived velocity and scale by carefully applying AI to particular activities. AI systems execute statistical searches through the mountain of data generated by people, decipher both text and pictures to detect pattern in complicated data and then acting on their findings. Artificial intelligence. The topic of artificial intelligence is rooted in different research disciplines such as computer science, philosophy, or future studies. In this work, we mainly focus on the field of computer science as it is the most relevant on in identify the contribution of machine learning to AI and in differential both terms. Conclusion. In this paper, we clarify the role of machine learning within artificial intelligence. In particular, intelligence agents, we present a framework which highlights the two cases of simple reflex and learning agents as well as their role machine learning can apply in each of them. Thank you.
Now I would like to call Aishwarya Jagdale from FIBSCIT to present her paper on natural language processing. Over to you, Aishwarya.
Natural language. Natural language processing has a role in computer because many aspects of many notable different fields of work. Some of these include this of things in procedure, content, actions. Given NLP language, it is clear that many of its early theories and methods are derived from the field of linguistics. A method shift was noticed in the early 1990s with the move the reliance on empirical methodological versus the introspective generalization and characterize the concept area which helps with the theoretical linguistic leading contends that the focus is NLP shifted might be possible to do a language and still grammatically acceptable to actually occur in naturally occurring text that performs data. Natural language processing is the practice of teaching machines to understand and interpret conversation inputs from humans. NLP based on machine learning can be used to establish communication channels between humans and machines. Proceedings of the DARPA workshop on spoken language system. Google Scholar able a computational linguist. Thank you.
Now I would like to call Manorani Balwan from FIBSCIT to present her paper on deadlock handling in distributed database. Over to you, Manorani.
Hello to the galaxy of guests. My name is Manurani Balwan. Currently, I am pursuing BSc IT in KLE College. It gives me immense pleasure to take this opportunity to air my views before such an august gathering on the topic deadlock handling distributed in database. Deadlock is one of the most problematic situations in distributed database. Let's begin with the introduction. Deadlock is a very crucial issue in distributed database. Transaction may access at one or more sites. A deadlock is a process which is generally occurs when a resource is holding a process and waiting for the other process which is being held by another resource. So far, various techniques have evolved which are used to prevent and solve the deadlock. Concept overview. Approaches to deadlock problem. First, deadlock prevention. Second, deadlock avoidance. Third, deadlock detection and recovery. Fourth, deadlock ignorance. And aim and objectives to develop a descriptions of deadlock which prevent sets of concurrent process for completing the task. To present a number of different methods for preventing or avoiding deadlock to avoid them. Conclusion. Here we conclude the research paper by studying various ways of deadlock handling distributed database system. To prevent any deadlock situation aggressively work. Deadlock is unwanted situation that is not supposed to occur in which two or more transactions are kept waiting for a translation process to be completed from another resource. So I suggested a few algorithms to prevent or to avoid them. Before I sum up my research paper of presentation, I would like to accord my heartfelt gratitude to all of you for engrossed listening. Thank you.
Now I would like to call Anisha Mohite from FIBSCIT to present her paper on cloud computing. Over to you, Anisha.
Hello everyone. Hello everyone. My name is Anisha Mohite. I'm from FIBSCIT, representing research paper on cloud computing. Abstract computing has come of age later. Amazon introduced the first of its kind of cloud server in 2006. It is particularly suitable to Hong Kong because of the unbelievable amount of the data that are being processed here daily in server sector. Keyword cloud computer learning, online learning, web-based learning, utility computing. Introduction Joseph Robinett, Langdon in the 1960 developer cloud computing with his work on Urgent to interact with people and data from in any place at any time. Public cloud. A public cloud environment is maintained by a outsourced cloud provider and is reachable to many business through in internet on pay per use model. Private cloud. The cloud distribution model is a modified infrastructure maintained by a signal business. It offers a precise environment in which contact to IT resource is additionally centralized within the business. Hybrid cloud solution include application on their components such as compute network and storage when developed across public and private cloud. Composition of cloud computing, backup and bring back information when the data is deposited in the cloud. It is claimed to get backup and return that data using the cloud. Drawback of cloud calculating. Internet connectivity in cloud computing is fast, picture avoid visual stored on the cloud and be admitted. Thus, this data clouded the cloud by means of the internet linking. Conclusion cloud computing marks the commencement of a new stage in the era of data and communication technology as it carries with and development paradigm which has the possible to change the way in which computing was done. Thank you.
Next, I would like to call Sakshi Shinde to represent the research paper on cyber security.
Hello everyone. Hello everyone. My name is Sakshi Ramchandra Shinde. My topic is cyber security. Introduction: the technology of the protecting internet connection systems such as computer service, mobile device, electronic system, network, and data from many attacks as a cyber security. We can divide cyber security into two parts. One is cyber and other security. Cyber refers to a technology that includes system, internet, programs, and data, and security is converted into the protection of the system, networks, applications, and information. In some cases, it is also known as electronic information security or information technology security. What is cyber security? The technique of the protecting internet connection systems such as computer service, electronic system, network, and data from an attack is known as cyber security. We can also divide cyber security into two parts. One is cyber and another is security. Cyber refers to the technology that includes the system, network, program, and security is into the protection of the system. What is security and privacy? Privacy relates to the any right you have to control your personal information, how it's used. For example, private security. So the private policy. Security refers to your personal information protection. Types of cyber crimes are web attack, SQL injections, password attacks, drive-by attacks, hacking, spam emails. Safety tips to cyber crimes. Use antivirus software, install firewalls, install unnecessary software, maintain backup, check security systems, never give your full name or address to strangers, and learn more the internet privacy. Conclusion: sound cyber security measures when implemented in the injections when integration and inform us to best make the best defense against the cyber risks. Review. Cybersecurity views is on the knowledge, skills, expressed in the cybersecurity. Community to identify the emergency department, faculty, policies and capabilities. Thank you.
Next, I would like to call Achal Shukla to represent the research paper, Steps Towards the Digital India by Using E-Commerce.
Good afternoon. My name is Rajashree Shukla. I am from FIBSCIT and my research topic is a step towards digital India using e-commerce. So let's begin with abstracts. Today's population has a different lifestyle. People find it time consuming and uncomfortable to visit crowded markets. E-shopping is thus a blessing because it saves a lot time. Online shopping refers to a procedure where customers use the internet to directly purchase goods, services, etc. from a seller. Keywords for research paper: online shopping, advantage and disadvantage. So let's begin with introduction. Online buying is getting more and more common for many differently reasons. The rise in popularity of online shopping is undoubtedly influenced by external factors such as rising gas prices, transportation challenges, and the difficulties frequently associated with shopping malls and other traditional retailers. Customers may learn everything there is to know about the product by reading the reviews that previous customers have left. My third point is pros and cons of online shopping. Pros: online shopping is convenient, often cheaper, bigger variety of products, location independent as long as there is an internet connection, high levels of flexibility. And cons: not suitable for people who don't have an internet connection. Some peoples may not trust online stores, privacy concerns, issues with confident payment option. The older generation may struggle with online shopping. These are some online shopping apps which may prefers by mostly peoples: Flipkart, Amazon, Myntra. Growth of India in e-commerce sectors. The Indian e-commerce sector is ranked ninth in cross-border growth in the world according to the Pay Owner report. Indian e-commerce is projected to increase from 4% of the total food and groceries, retail and consumer electronics retail trade in 2020 to 8% by 2025. As of November 2022, the GEM portal has served 12.28 million orders worth rupees 3,34,933 crores from 5.44 million registered seller and service provided for 62,247 buyers organizations. Thank you.
I request Mr. Abhishek to present his research paper on artificial intelligence in space.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Abhishek. I'm here to present my research topic, that is artificial intelligence in space. Um, while artificial intelligence in space exploration is crossing all nascent boundaries, shows stellar improvements. Uh, it is also used in space exploration, such as for charting unnoted galaxies, stars, black holes, and studying cosmic events, communication, autonomous starcraft, navigation, monitoring, and system controls. Um, it also helps in um, reducing manpower. AI, the objective of using AI in space are image analysis automation, intelligent navigation system, autonomous rovers, and satellite data processing, data reduction. These are the references that I use for my research. Um, this is a recent example of AI using Mars rover, that is autonomous rover, which was sent to Mars on 2022. It uses AEGIS, which is an AI-based software, which is used for tracking rocks in Mars and knowing its nature. This is how its interface looks like. And thank you.
I request Mr. Saptam Bagal to present his research paper on data science in sports.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon, everyone. Myself, Saptam Bagal, and my research paper topic is data science in sports. Data science in Introduction. The era of data has brought an unprecedented impact on the development of sports industry. Advanced data technique has brought about the changes in the sports field. The proliferation of sports data has generated new opportunities and challenges in the field of data sports. Objective sports analytics is the process of plugging uh, mathematical models to predict the outcomes of a given game or a play. Coaches rely on the analytics to scout opponent and optimize play calls in games, while front offices use it to prioritize player development. Sports data analysis focuses on the discovery of the value of data and provide valuable information resources for the enterprises and managers. These are the references. Thank you.
I request Mr. Gaurav Dubey to present his research paper on observation on dynamic climate variation.
A very good afternoon. Present here myself, Gaurav Dubey, and I in TYBNCIT. Today, I am presenting my research paper on observation of climate dynamic variations. So let's start the introduction topics. So, wide species improvement in the quality of life of many of the world's populations have gone hand in hand with increased demands of natural resources. The plant is struggling to keep up with increases in the averages global temperatures and the frequencies of extreme weathers events, transforming ecosystems around the world and the transmitting intense species of plants and animals. In which dynamic climate variation means that burning fossil fuels generated greenhouse gases emissions that act like a blanket vapors around on the earth, in which trapping the sun's heats and rising the temperatures. In objectives, the goal of a climate change adaptations are to reduce risks and versions to climate change, exchange well-beings and the capacities to anticipate and respond successfully to change the climate or the variations. The Intergovernmental Planner or Climate Change (IPCC) is the unity national body for assigning the science related to climate changes. In purpose, one of the most visible conclusions of warming world and an increase in the extensions and frequency of extreme weather events. A measure of economic impacts of extreme weather is the increase in numbers of billion-dollar distress, which is shown as a blues. In scope, to successful response to the challenges that climate change poses to our communities, it crucial that we talk explicitly about it, and it is a way that invited and become into the conversations about broad spectrums of peoples, in which the effects feel difficulty and regions are affected by these channels, the different ways evidence is wrapped up in the ecological sources and economic systems. in which complex and include issues that extends beyond the science and the encompasses both of the politics and the economics of climate change, plus the self-interest included with national status, in which I was present in a references that you can go through this. Thank you very much.
I request Ms. Sakshi Bonkar to present her research paper on applying IoT mechanism to get easy lifestyle for agronomists.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Sakshi Bhonkar from TY BCIT. I done my research paper on the topic of applying IoT mechanism to get easy lifestyle for agronomists. I did my research paper under the guardians of Swapnali Gadgil ma'am. I have done some slides. It is one of them abstract. The client is showing its color and rainfall has been turbulent over the past decade. An analyst makes conversation with information highway and wireless transmission remote monitoring system, that is RMS, in advance. The crucial objective is gather actual time data on the cultivation, fabrication environment that comes up with an uncompleted approach. The next slide is introduction. In introduction, ARMS data shows that precision agriculture has become a widespread practice. Nationwide adoption rate of major precision agriculture approaches along with the total precision agriculture adoption rate. The world's expectation of the agriculture industry are based on existing IoT approaches for providing solution and new application and technologies. This is the basically for agriculture and the farmers relation base. The next slide is literature review. In literature review, pertinent literature will be received and interpreted to support the need to solve the current problems regarding job shadowing for the agriculture and natural resources academy. The next slide is about the discussion. The whole discussion of this paper is fruits are one of the most significant sources of nutrient in plants. The recommended method better performance in term of 97.8% accuracy, 97.6% sensitivity, 97.6% precision, and G measure was observed in the classification result. So overall is 97.6%. The next is a conclusion. Wireless detector, unmanned upstanding vehicle, and PAL computing are practical tools for granting long-term agrarian productivity. So here are some references which I gone through from this. Because of these references, I did my research paper. Thank you.
Now I request Mr. Omkar Varak to present his research paper on green cloud computing.
Good morning, one and all present over here. Myself, Omkar Varak. I will like to share few lines on our green cloud computing. So, going to the slide first. So here the topic which I am covering from the research paper. So the introduction of green cloud computing. In green cloud computing is a relatively new concept that's aimed to reduce the environmental impact of the cloud computing through the use of sustainable and energy efficient practical. The rapid growth of cloud computing is recent year has led to an increase in energy consumption and carbon emission from data center, which has released concern their long-term suitability. Next slide goes to literature review. The energy efficiency data center. This involves the use of renewable energy source, virtual technology and resources, optimize technology to improve the energy efficiency of data center. Next is green cloud service. The involves the use of cloud-based service that promoted environmental suitability, energy aware resources management. This involves the use of resource allocation and rescheduling technology that takes into acting account energy consumed and performance metrics. Next slide goes to methodology. In methodology, there are three types: energy efficiency, hard work, and software design, virtual and conservation, resource allocation, and scheduling. Energy efficiency and hardware and software designing. The involve the use of hardware and software component that are designed to minimize energy consumption and reduce carbon emission. The resource allocation scheduling the involves the use of algorithms and scheduling technology that optimize the use of resources such as CPUs, memory, and storage based on the energy consumption performance metrics. Next slide goes to result. So result we have three types: reduce energy consume, improve resources utilization, lower carbon emission. This improve resources utilization by the optimizing the use of resources such as CPU, memory storage. Green cloud computing practice can be improve resource utilization, reduce waste. Lower carbon emission. Green cloud computing practices can reduce carbon emission by using renewable energy resource, improvement energy efficiency hardware and software, and the optimizing resource intelligence. Next slide goes to conclusion. Or the green cloud computing is a critical area of research and development that aim to address the environment challenge associated with the rapid growth of cloud computing. Next slide is the reference which we have covered from there. Thank you.
I request Ms. Jyoti Revle to present her research paper on top threats and their preventions in cybersecurity.
Good morning, everyone present over here. Myself, Swati Vitkar. Here, I am presenting over here a small overview of research paper on the topic of top threats and their preventions in e-banking. Cybersecurity is a design to protect networking devices, programs, and data from being attacked by unauthorized access. The e-banking system addresses several emerging trends, including customers' demand for anytime and anywhere service by marketing from the time to time. Nowadays, protecting our confidential data becomes difficult as there are a number of attackers who want to steal and access our data. These attacks not only affect uh, these attacks not only affect customers but also harms the bank administration while they attempt to recover the data. Cyber attacks target to gain access to personal information or property. We need cybersecurity to protect systems and data from unauthorized access. Cybersecurity is the protection of information system, including software, hardware, and data. All types of online crime continue to grow with hackers and illegal access to information. These are some threats uh, these are some threats attackers use to hack users' information. First one is phishing, ransomware, malware, social engineering, and spoofing. In phishing is the practice of sending cheating mails that duplicates the mail from reputable sources. The aim is to take data like credit card number and login information. Phishing is the one of the type of cyber storm. Ransomware is the type of harmful software. It is planned to force money by blocking access to files or the computer system until the ransom is paid. Paying the ransom does not warrant that the files will be retrieved or the system brought back. Malware is the type of software designed to get authorized access or to cause damage to a computer. So in social engineering, it is a strategy that enemies use to trick you into revealing sensitive information. They can request a monetary payment or gain access to our confidential data. In smoothing, these credentials are defrauded by
nation apart from provide